Hi, all. Welcome to the Polco Minute, where you hear the latest best practices and news in local government and civic engagement. I'm Angelica Waddell with this week's headlines. First, we take a look at how polarization at the federal level may be affecting the trust communities have for their local government. Trust in local government, among many things, is one of the hidden casualties of the pandemic. For context, in 1964, 77% of surveyed citizens said they trust Washington to do what is right, compared to just 24% this April. The local pressure of the pandemic put enormous stress on public health officials, hospitals, and medical professionals. Despite that, residents are still dismissive of the local government's role on the front lines because of how the virus spread. Dr. Cameron Kaiser, Chief Medical Officer at Riverside County, California, says that he was stunned at the backlash they received for imposing lockdown orders. According to Dr. Kaiser, they never dealt with a situation where residents were so hostile despite the necessity of the orders for protecting society. This mix of anger, distant feds, and uncertain state officials resulted in Dr. Kaiser being fired from the job after 9 years in service. Some of the pressure local officials felt was due to the Trump administration's strategy of pushing responsibility off to the state and local government levels. Historically, local governments in the United States have always maintained a historic reservoir of trust. And that is why it's very unfortunate that all of this is being trained by growing frictions between states and localities. There is a fundamentally important kernel here. The big problems of trust can be attacked by doing the little things that people actually care about. This is shown by the steps taken towards curbing the flood of the COVID-19 pandemic. I add that data from National Research Center at Polco also shows residents do give much higher satisfaction ratings to government on the local level compared to the state and federal levels when it comes to COVID-19 response. But at the end of the day, it is high-quality, evidence-driven customer service that can help the country rebuild trust. Next, we zero in on the ways workers can make their work-from-home setup more productive. One common trend among companies and government organizations in 2021 is that almost all of them are adopting remote work, or at the very least, a hybrid setup. However, in 2020, many local government workers struggled to adjust to the demands of working from home. Working remotely doesn't have to be a struggle, fortunately, if you consider these useful tips. The first thing you need to do is modify your home office to suit your needs, something that works specifically for you. Next, you need to make sure that you have everything you need to work comfortably from home, whether it be a piece of software or equipment. It can also be stressed. It cannot be stressed enough how important maintaining a good morning and evening routine is, knowing which tasks to finish in the morning and in the evening. Also, even though you do not have to be in the office, you should still get ready for your workday. Being home doesn't mean you don't have to prepare for work. You should also shut the door to establish privacy and be consistent with your working hours to maintain a specific routine. Next, your expectations must be realistic. Keep yourself accountable at all times and set your goals accordingly. Since you'll not be in an office with your coworkers, always find ways to stay connected to them and maintain your synergy with them. And perhaps, most importantly, take a few breaks and take care of yourself. You need to remain healthy and happy in order to bring your best to your job. Working from home takes a lot of getting used to, but once you have perfected your routine, you can still be as productive as ever. Thanks for watching the Polco Minute with me. My name is Angelica Waddell, Director of Communications at Polco National Research Center. Polco makes it easy for local governments to get accurate and reliable feedback from their communities. How are you keeping up with today's engagement issues and trends? Join a panel discussion with other local government leaders and us nationwide. Connect with me on LinkedIn or send us a note at polco.us/contact to let us know if you're in. See you next time.